Yo, welcome back to the house where we talk news, celebrities, and hot topics. We have my best friend here, Kiki the Cupcake Girl. What's
Hi
going on?
guys. Well, it is summer break, child. I'm out here living. I ain't gotta worry about no lesson plans. I ain't gotta worry about field trips. I'm just trying to live my best life.
Listen, teachers deserve more. We thank you for your
Yes,
service.
we love teachers.
Thank you for your services.
Of course, of course.
My name
I
is
try.
Shawnee O'Neal. No, I'm kidding. Okay, listen, Kiki, I wanted you on because I want to go ahead and talk about some hot topics. First things
Okay.
first, I know you have seen, how many times have you seen The Little Mermaid?
Okay, so y'all know I love the Little Mermaid. I've been
Mhm.
a Little Mermaid fan since 1996 when I came out. And I've seen the old Little Mermaid, a bunch of times.
Mm.
But this remake with Halle Bailey, I've seen it 3 times in theaters.
Three
The opening
times.
3 times. So it came out on a Friday. I saw it Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. I went to Alabama. Okay. I have some friends that live in Alabama. I
Mm.
went to Alabama with my mermaid friends and saw it at a doggone science center and a planetarium. It was
Oh.
like everywhere. It's so good. I love it so much.
Wouldn't it be dope if they had a showing at the aquarium, the Georgia Aquarium?
Yeah, that would be cute because it's under the sea. That would be cute. That would be cute.
What is your thing against aquariums?
I personally don't support aquariums because I just don't think we should take animals out of the ocean and put them in
Mm,
tanks. I
mm,
just feel like a tank can never compare to the ocean. As big as they are, it's never going to be the ocean.
mm.
It's never going to be a river. It's never going to be salt water, fresh water. It's always going to be, what's the word? Not authentic. What's the opposite of authentic?
Contrived.
It's always going to be that. It's
It's
always
going
going
to
to be
be fake.
artificial. It's always going
Artificial.
to be artificial.
Boom.
That's what I meant. So yeah, I
Boom.
just don't.
Okay. We
I
have
just
a
don't.
an activist in the house.
Right.
Three times though, was it really that good?
Oh my gosh. Okay. Cinematically, the movie was beautiful.
Mm.
Then just going into, we all know the basic story of Little Mermaid. It's this girl, she wants to be a part of a different world. I do think that people, you know, miss the point. A lot of people feel like, oh, it's a girl, she changed for her man, she changed
Right.
for a boy, da da
That
da da.
that's
And
why I
that's
haven't seen it.
what you
Because
say?
that's why I haven't seen it because I'm a feminist. Why are you exchanging your voice for legs to go be with some man?
I think that's not the point of the movie. The point of the movie and the point of being a part of a different world is she was going after her own dreams. Eric just happened to be a part of that.
Mm,
But he was not the center focus of her wanting to be in the, on top.
okay.
She wanted to explore the world above. She wanted to explore their cultures, their customs, just more than Eric, the people, the food, like all that fun stuff. She wanted to be a part of a different world. And in that world was her man. So it's a 2 for 1. Like I get to be a part of this new thing and have my man. Come on now, like let's get it together.
But
So she did.
what about Halle Bailey's acting chops?
I
10?
think she
10 out
did.
of 10?
Yeah, 10 out of 10. Vocals, acting. Ariel don't even talk for half the movie. So,
Oh
I
wow.
mean, she didn't have to. I feel like because she didn't have to talk, that means she needed to act even more. Because that means your facial
Mm,
expressions, your
body
physical
language.
expressions,
Right.
body language, all that had to be on 10. And for my feministic people, I don't even know if that's a word, but I'm going to say it. There were changes to the movie to make it less man focused,
I
if
heard
that.
about that. I heard about
Yeah.
that.
So, and we can't get in trouble with PETA. So they did take away some of the more graphic animal scenes out. If you remember the old one, there was one specific character, the chef.
Mhm.
He's not in the new one.
Mm.
They took him
Okay.
out because his song was like chop the heads off, skin the animal. It was very graphic.
Mhm.
So I think they did make some changes for this new generation to me, but
Okay.
it was
Well,
still great.
It seems like a lot of people agree because it earned till this day, $414 million at the box office. Okay,
Yes,
supporting
yes,
black
yes.
movies,
Yes,
child.
support black women. And then on top of that, so with the dance numbers, they
Hmm.
actually got Alvin Ailey, the black dance company, to do the choreography,
Okay,
add dancers in the movie. Yes, child, we are out here. Okay, we are doing it.
I love it. I'm gonna see it one of these days when it
Let's see it
on
together.
Disney Plus.
Okay, good night.
All right. Speaking of black excellence, Mr. Tyler Perry, he recently bought, or I guess they're sealing the deal when it comes to BET, BET Plus, and VH1. That's exciting. Any thoughts?
Really? Shouts out to Tyler Perry. I knew, so I was actually on BT Plus the other day.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, Tyler Perry, he got a big hand in this because half these
Mm.
shows, actually over half of the shows are his. So what is going
And you
on?
know
So
what? Number one, I agree with you. It should be called Tyler Perry Plus. But I
okay,
never really understood why we have a Paramount Plus, which is all of Paramount, which includes BET and all that stuff, and then a BET Plus. I never understood why it was both. So I don't know. Do you like,
I
I don't watch
think
BET Plus except for College Hill.
okay, so I don't watch BT Plus either, but my auntie just got me on All the Queen's Men with Eva Marcille.
Mm-hmm.
So I slick been watching that. But other than that, College Hill is if I do get on BT Plus, that's what I'm watching. But I knew Tyler Perry had a hand because Medea has a whole section. It just says Medea, like nothing else. I'm like, wait a minute. When did like
Right.
Medea was hot at one point, but this girl got a whole section. It's a whole category
Mm-hmm.
of like the plays, the movies, the shows, like all of that, just her.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, yeah. So I mean, well, shouts out to Tyler Perry. We love to see black men doing it. We need more examples like him.
Speaking of Eva, though, how do you feel about the divorce? Now, okay, let me tell you. What they're
Okay,
saying is in 2022, Michael Sterling allegedly got a DUI.
I believe it.
He, I guess, was drinking and driving and he rammed into someone's rear end.
I believe it.
They spun and hit the median, and now they're filing a lawsuit. So, what the new narrative is that in order to protect Eva's brand and business and assets, they're filing for a divorce. That's what they're saying. It's like a move to protect them from this lawsuit. I don't know. And then some of the girls also feel like he may have been a cheater, pumpkin eater.
I mean, he probably did cheat on her. Men cheat. That's just what they do.
Mm,
But as far as like let's divorce so they won't come after you, I could slick see that. I could slick see that.
okay.
A little bit. I could slick see that because if I get hit, well, they're getting a divorce too. Okay, let's say if Kim and Croy was still married, if
Mm-hmm.
Croy hit me, I'm coming after Kim, Brielle, Ariana, the kids, the house, Sweetie, all of them. Because yeah, why not? She is attached to him.
Right.
Michael Sterling, Eva is attached to him. So they may try to come after her.
Mm-hmm.
She got the money. You remember when Cardi B and Rod and all of them and Nicki Minaj got into that big old fight at Harper's Bazaar?
Yes.
So Nicki Minaj was saying she was mad that she was even involved because they're going to come after her. They're always going to come after the person
With the
with money.
money. Yeah.
So that makes sense. But I don't know. I feel like Eva probably I feel like she never really liked him like that.
Damn.
I personally feel like she got with him because he was there and he
He
seemed
offers
stable.
stability. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's stable, he's consistent. He seemed loyal at the
He's
time.
so cute though. He's accomplished, a
Yeah.
lawyer. He's a cutie pie, good father. Good. They make cute babies.
All their kids are definitely gorgeous. Definitely gorgeous children. So I'm quite shocked because
Now,
I just knew if anybody was gonna stay together, it was gonna be them. Like
now,
Cynthia and Mike, we knew that was gonna end in shambles.
now, I saw him at our spot.
Yes.
Y'all, Kiara actually put me on this spot. And
Period.
I go there. I think the last time I saw him was like 2 weeks ago at that bar. And then the time before that was maybe like a month ago. And then a year and a half ago, he was at the bar with the girl.
With a girl? Wait a minute.
Like, I don't know if they came there together, but me and JT walked in.
Okay.
Okay, me and JT walked in. We sat down. We was on one side of the bar. Michael Sterling and this other girl, they were on the other side of the bar. And she was like all on his shoulders and like rubbing on him. Like it was too close for comfort.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
Yeah. So I don't know. And then another thing is like maybe she just don't want to be with a drunk. Cause he is always out getting drunk.
You know what? He slick do look like he would get drunk and try to drive. But you know
Mm.
what? I think his law office is right
It's
next to
right there. That's why he goes there
yeah.
all the time. Yeah.
So plus, I don't really I don't mess with that woman. 'Cause,
Oh, one of the women he represents.
yeah, but we don't have to get into all that. But I don't
Mm.
mess with Michael. What's his name? I was gonna call him Michael Todd, child.
Michael
Michael
Sterling.
Sterling.
His name is Michael Todd Sterling.
Oh,
I believe
okay.
that's his
Period.
Todd is his middle name.
Okay, period.
Mm-hmm.
But still, I don't mess with them or Eva or I'm okay.
Damn, how do
I'm,
you feel about Kim and Croy and Ariel and Brielle and
well, I guess I personally feel like Kim got with that man, drained all of his money, and
mm,
she's leaving him for dead. Even though he's not
mm.
dying or anything, but what does Croy have? Like after he married her, he literally did he get dropped from like the NFL?
Apparently he has some sort of pension. But yeah, I think he had an injury, got dropped, and
Oh,
then
okay.
he I think became like her manager.
Child, I know
So
he
it
was in there sewing them wigs, and we got the receipts on that.
and they selling them now.
Oh, they sell wigs.
They're selling her old wigs that she wore with like the
Ew,
lice and the dirt and the debris.
that's disgusting. So she's selling used wigs. We can't even get new wigs. Child, hang
She
it
should just
up.
do like how Marlo did a wig line. That should have been Kim Zolciak's business. A
Wigs.
wig line. Yes. Like if anybody should have did hair, it should have been Kim. And
I
Kenya.
mean, yeah, I agree. Cause I never even heard of cashmere. That's her skincare.
Yeah, did
I'm
100 million in sales.
allegedly,
And she up there with Kim K and them.
allegedly.
Mm. Okay, well, speaking of Kim Zolciak, let's go ahead and get into let's talk about before we get into Atlanta. Joseline versus Big Lex at the Floyd Mayweather Zeus knockout drag out. They were behind the scenes
Period.
fighting, and it kind of seemed like she had. Now the girls are saying that she was on some cocaine,
Uh, allegedly,
allegedly.
allegedly.
Because not only did she fight Big Lex and she was stomping on her with her big chunky heel, her Bottega Venetas,
Well,
but
maybe she.
she was like knocking and bopping and a wop bop a loop bop a wop bambooing everybody in that damn stadium. I was
You know,
like, what's wrong with
I
this
feel like
lady?
that's what Jocelyn is known for. If she fight one person, she gonna probably fight everybody. Do you remember that one reunion where she literally fought everybody? And I was not
Yes.
mad at
And
her.
they said she was on coke. Then
LOL. I don't know. For me, I've been a Jocelyn fan since season 1 of Love and Hip Hop, and I have not switched not one time. I don't care who she was up against, except for what's that girl name? Erica, Scrappy Baby Mama Erica. That was the only time I was like, okay, Jocelyn, you're wrong because I do love Erica. But other than that, I've always loved Jocelyn. I'm always Team Jocelyn. I don't know what Lex did to provoke her. Did we
I
talk about
think
that?
this was just explained to me today, but she was on the Zeus cabaret show. And
Okay.
her and Joseline really did not get along because Joseline was treating them like the hoes and she was the pimp. And so she kind of
Isn't
spoke
that the
out.
whole premise of the show?
That's what it's giving.
Okay, so when you sign up for something like that, why are you surprised that you're being treated like that?
Well, she then went on to Instagram Live. So I believe this is the same lady that tried to. So Ballistic hit her. Did he not?
Oh, okay, I remember that. I remember.
I think that's the
Oh,
girl.
okay. So
Yeah.
it's the girl with The girl who was like double homicide. Her?
Wait, okay. Maybe I'm getting it wrong. I don't know. What I heard today was that she done sued the people. I could be wrong. And then I believe the lawsuit got dropped because Zeus,
Okay.
they got money. Where are they getting all this capital from, Zeus? Because I know the subscriptions ain't that.
No, I don't know. They might be a little high. They might be a little high now. Like people love baddies. I
Somebody over
personally
there got good business credit.
that too.
Because
I
I don't
personally
think.
love Bad Boys. I think Bad Boys is way better than Baddies. Way better than the other shows. So I don't know. Maybe people are actually tuning in. You know, Krishan and what's that boy named Blueface? They was pretty lit and they had a show. People loved
True.
them. So
True.
maybe these subscriptions was rolling in.
Oh no, I listen to it on the iPod. I got my ways. I ain't got no subscription, but I have my way of watching. But apparently she did an Instagram live and she was like, "Yeah, I'll beat you up and I want all the smoke." And I think that's where the fight stemmed from. So I guess backstage they saw each other and allegedly she went on a coke infused rage and beat the girl up.
Well, seems
So
awesome. Maybe she deserved to get beat
damn,
up.
Kiara, you condone that behavior. Come on now.
I condone defending yourself. Okay.
Defending. What
Yeah.
about the lady and the man and everybody else out there that she just hit randomly?
Well, I mean, when you are fighting, you don't know what you're doing. You hitting everybody, you throwing everything. You just trying to make sure you good.
Yeah, when you're fighting while on drugs, allegedly.
Well, I don't know. You remember that girl from Mob Wives, Drita? She used to fight everybody. She wasn't on no drugs.
Yeah, her ex-husband just sold them.
Oh dang.
Okay, moving right along. Let's go ahead and talk about what else do we have? Okay, Nene versus Bravo, the Nene erasure. Do I have a picture? Let me see if I have a picture.
I personally feel
Puppet
like the Hamptons
Master.
already know how I feel about this. I ain't gotta say too much. They already know how I feel.
Listen. Okay, but do you remember this? Do you remember that?
Do I remember what?
Read it.
Wait a minute. What am I looking at?
Do you see it? Do you see it? Sign and send to your friends to do the same. Do you remember? This is Carlton's DM, Kiara.
Carlton who? My friend Carlton?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
August 5th of 2020.
Why did she send it? She was just sending it to people?
Yes. So in my opinion, I kind of felt like they have every right to be petty. You wanted people to stop watching our shows, so we're going to erase you from RHOA history. How do you feel?
Nene Leakes is an icon. She's a staple in Real Housewives of Atlanta, Real Housewife franchise, period. She could never be erased. This is the house that she built. And I feel I'm not even Nene and I feel disrespected. Because you have to give credit where credit is due. Without Nene Leakes, and let's just keep it above. Without Nene Leakes, this show would not be where it's at today. Like Nene definitely paved a way for this show to thrive. And when we think about the golden eras of RHOA, who is a part of that?
Nene, Phaedra, Portia, Kenya, Kandi,
Okay, but
Cynthia,
who was the
Kim.
first name you said? Lanithia
Nene.
Oni Leaks. She is the housewife. Okay, when I think about an iconic housewife, especially Atlanta, it's Nene every day. It's Nene every time. And I don't know, a part of me want to kind of boycott the show a little bit just for that, just for being petty like that.
Damn.
Respect Queen.
Well, the ratings went up.
I'm sure they did.
During Memorial Day weekend, the ratings were the lowest they had ever been since 2008, season 1.
Oh, yikes. Well, look who they got on there. I see why the ratings are low.
Child, the camera.
Oh, no.
What you mean? What you mean?
When I look at this lineup, I see why the ratings are low. If you just name them, I can just tell you boring or not.
Drew.
Get rid of her.
Wait a minute. Let me play this.
Drew better sit her little Mickey Mouse built like a box ass down.
Sonya.
Okay, I was like, Sonya, she can go. I used to be like that. But then I watched Sunday's episode and I said, okay,
She
Sonya.
got a backbone.
Yeah. I
She's
was
not
like, okay,
controlled
Sonya.
by Queen Kandi.
I definitely thought she wanted to be a minion. But this is gonna be Sonya's saving grace for me.
Mm.
This is her saving grace for me. I don't think she vibes with Kenya. And y'all know how I feel about Kenya. So anybody that's versus Kenya, I'm always gonna be the other person. Unless it's Giselle Bryant. Then that's the only time I'm gonna be Kenya. But I kind of like Sanya now, so she could stay.
Manietta.
She can go. What is the point of
agree.
Manietta? Like, what's the point?
Ruff, ruff.
So Kandi can have another minion?
Ruff, ruff.
I'm okay. She adds no value to the show.
Ruff,
She's
ruff.
just there. Okay, yeah. Next. I'll pass.
Like a puppy dog. Like a puppy. Okay, Courtney.
Now I like Courtney. At first I was like, girl, the thirst is real. The thirst is real. But Courtney is
agree.
I don't know. Now I kind of like her. She's cool.
Who else? Kenya. You're not here for it. Kenya Moore Hair Care Salon. What else is she doing? Roy, Kill Me Crazy. I think that's a good look. Marlo.
We love Marlo. We stand Marlo. Yes.
So how you felt about the fight?
The fight between I'm sick of these folks. When I say these folks, I mean these women. I hate when they try to be like, oh, this person's being aggressive. This person has anger issues. This person is threatening me. La, 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 la. First of all, Kenya threatened a pregnant woman. She told Phaedra Parks at 8 months pregnant, you will be picking your teeth up off the ground.
The floor. I remember that.
Pregnant and all. Okay, so threatening a pregnant woman, that's not being aggressive? Okay. Kandi Burruss Tucker.
The scepter.
And the scepter. Kandi Burruss Tucker. I will drag you. It took everything in me not to choke this girl. I'm getting ready to headbutt this girl.
Headbutt this bitch.
That. And then most recently, I'm crying because I can't choke you right
your
now.
ass right.
So
the threats. But y'all want to call 911 because Marlo banged on a door, but we're not calling 911 on these threats.
Right. So I'm done, and that's what made me done with Drew with that. Oh, she's being aggressive. Oh, let's also not forget when Kenya's hand was this close to Marlo's face, and Marlo still had her hands behind her back. As Kenya likes to say, I use my words to fight. No, you don't. You like to use props and objects and other things. And all Marlo did was put her hands on her back. But because Marlo is tall, it's automatic. And Kandi is short, it's automatic she's being aggressive. Automatic she's threatening her. And I don't like that. I'm not here for that.
Oh, but wait, hold on. Let me show the people this. We talked about this yesterday. Hold on. Because I had put together a montage of all the aggressive things that Drew did in the past year or so.
Marlo, I got something for you. This is where. Get it, fast. Okay.
And then we also have this moment.
I swear to God. Wait. Hold up. Y'all stop. Stop. Oh, you're from Chicago?
And then we also remember when she was swinging her hair in Sonya's face.
That was definitely passive aggressive, and she needed some discipline for that. Because if Sonya would have grabbed it, then it would have been Sonya's fault. But see, that's okay. Yeah, I'm getting ready. I'm through with this show because we're not gonna be fair about stuff. It's not gonna be equal on all sides. Then what's the point of watching? If the producers and editors and who all of them have favorites, I don't want to watch
Mm.
because you're making a certain group look like the villains or the bad guy and all that. And I'm not here for that.
So how do you feel about the nephew thing and the Blaze shooting and stuff?
I personally feel like Marlo is valid in her feelings. Um, if I had a business and one of your family members worked for my business and they passed away, whatever, whatever, even if they stopped working for me, they used to work for me, number one, and I know you. You are my friend. So I'm going to do something a little bit extra. If somebody passes away who worked for your business, you're not going to at least send a card or something. But it's just the simple fact that Marlo is your friend. Well, she was her friend at the time
Right,
when
they
it
were
happened,
cool at the time. They're
and she
work
was always
colleagues
about
at
to
the
work.
very least.
What you say?
They're work colleagues at the very least. And they've been work
Yeah, they was
colleagues for
friends. They was
15
going
years.
over. They were friends. They was going over each other's houses, getting ready to send Riley off together, all that stuff. Like Kandi she could have did something more. I'm not saying she needed to buy the funeral or anything. Like she didn't need to rent out the doggone Mercedes-Benz Stadium, but she could have gave a little bit more than, dang, I'm sorry.
Mm. Well,
And
she
I
did
know
give
we
her a
all,
hug.
she could have did something. I feel like we all, handle death and tragedy differently. But I don't know. I just felt like there could have been a little something more she could have did. So I see where Marlo's coming from. And at the same time, I do feel like they let Kandi get away with a lot of stuff.
Oh,
Kandi, yeah.
like
I feel like
what?
Kandi doesn't have to disclose things she doesn't want to talk about. And I feel like they like to swerve around certain topics when it comes to Kandi. And
Mm.
I'm not getting down with that. If we're on a reality show. Everybody got to put their business out there, and everybody got to put their business out there. It is what it is. It's what you signed up for.
Mm.
So I don't know if Candy's getting like some seniority. We know she's been on there the longest, no breaks. She's shown a great deal of her life. She's gone through a lot of messed up stuff. So is she just like through? Like she just tired of showing all of herself, and that's why she's trying to dial it back. And if that's the case, then sweetie, you just need to go ahead and hang up the peach and just let it go. If you're not gonna be, share everything, because everybody else is expected to share their life. Am I wrong?
You're right.
Okay, so
I
maybe she
think
just hang it up.
I would I would have wanted Kandi to act a little bit more concerned for Melvin at that restaurant. Like show just a little bit more empathy. I don't know how she was outside of the cameras, but I wanted a little bit more. And then I think if she really wanted to get under Marlo's skin, instead of combating Marlo on her feelings, I would have been like, you know what, Marlo, you're right. I could have did more. And then the following day, maybe I don't know, send some flowers. I don't know. It's been 2 years. I don't know. But like, I just kind of feel like it didn't have to escalate to this point. And I also think the reason why Kandi was so upset when she got to that, escape room thing
Hmm.
was because Sheree Drew and Kenya brought back a lot of false information.
Definitely Drew and Kenya too. I would say both of them combined just made it a mess.
Mm. Okay, well, I don't know. Did we talk about the ratings? The ratings are up. This past episode, the ratings are up. Almost 1 million.
That's sad.
So who do we need to credit for the views being up?
Marlo Hampton, in my opinion. Okay, because look,
Not activated Kandi, not activated Kandi.
I guess, but if you think about it, if we took Marlo off the show right now, what would we be watching for? If you took Marlo off the show right now, why would we be watching?
We
Would
would
we
be
be watching?
saying Kandi and Aquila. Just
I don't
hanging
even know who
out.
that is.
The girl, light-skinned girl.
Okay, bye.
Latoya, the second coming to Latoya.
Okay, good night. At this point, bring
Um,
Latoya back.
mm.
At this point, bring Latoya back. I will take Latoya over Monyetta any day.
Mm. I like Portia and Tanya.
Okay, definitely. Definitely Portia and Tanya every day, all day. And y'all know I want Nene back real bad. But
Real
that's
bad. I don't think that's
real
gonna
bad.
happen. You think it's ever gonna happen?
I would like for it to. I don't know. I'm not optimistic about it, but that would be such a gag. It would be like, first of all, ratings would be through the roof if Nene were to ever come back.
Agreed. Yeah, I don't know. Overall thoughts on the season? It's a mess.
Definitely a mess, and I hope we can pick it back up. I'm excited to see the cash trip. You know, the cash trips are my favorite parts of seasons. Like, I live for the cash trip. So I'm hoping the cash trip is bomb and, they can pick it back up. I'm excited to see Sanya now because at first she was getting on my nerves. I thought she was like trying to, what's it called? Straddle the fence. Is that what people say?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought she was one of them. But I just want her to be, her authentic self. Now, I will say, her and her family drama, I'm like, do we care? No.
Damn.
Like her sister going back and forth. Like, I'm confused. Do you want them to get out? Do they want to get out? Like, does anybody want to move? Like, I'm just confused by the whole situation.
Mm.
It sounds as if her sister is like, well, we can go, we can go, we can go. And Sonya's like, okay, go ahead and go. But her sister's like, well, you gonna miss us when we gone.
So the whole thing is, if the family leaves the house, who is gonna take care of y'all child when y'all is ripping and running the streets?
Don't he got a grandma? You better drop him off of it. When I was growing up and my people had to work, guess where I was at?
Sonya
My
mama.
I was
So
at my
you
grandma's house.
So you saying just the sister should leave and her parents should stay?
Everybody can go. If Aaron Ross was my man, they would not be in my house. Because if he wants y'all gone, y'all are gone. Guess what? Move down the street. Like, do something else. I will drop off the baby. The baby can get dropped off. Y'all can pick him up. It's okay. Like, it don't have to be Full House. This is not Danny Tanner and family. Go ahead and move out. He can get dropped off. Y'all can keep this. Like, it's okay. I personally feel like they don't need to live in the house for them to watch the
It's
baby.
too many of them. It's too many of them. Because you have the sister, the husband, their 2 children.
They have 2.
The mother, the father, Aaron and Sonya, and then their child.
Yep.
That's a lot. In that house, I mean, what is it? It got to be like 5, only 5, maybe
It's
6
not that big.
bedrooms. Yeah,
It's
it's a big
definitely
house,
not.
but it's not big for
Mm-mm.
no.
Somebody is sharing rooms. Okay.
Somebody. I mean, them 2 kids need to be sharing a room with the mama and the daddy. It need to be 4 people in that one.
I just feel like, okay, the sister and her don't y'all want y'all's own space? Like, don't
But
y'all?
you see, it's free though. I'm assuming it's free. And
That
that's the
gotta be
thing.
the only reason. Just leave. The man don't want y'all there. Just go. It's okay. Just because you move out doesn't mean you're gonna stop being family. You can still have cookouts. We can still have cousins, spend the night parties. Grandma and grandpa can still come over. Like, that doesn't, just because you move out of a home does not stop the family, routine.
Okay, how do you
Y'all
feel
are still
about
family.
how do you feel about Kandi and Mama Joyce tied? That whole situation.
Mama
She's
Joyce
still
needs to
going
stop.
on.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna try to be very respectful right now, but Mama Joyce needs to cut it out.
Mm,
That's a grown man. That's your daughter's husband. Like, please stop. You're being so disrespectful. That's not okay. Like, you can't be okay with disrespecting your grandchildren's dad. And at this point, what about is it step grandchild? Your step grandchild, your bonus grandchild. This girl not even related to you, and she got to watch you go in on her daddy every season. That's not okay. I can't. Come on, Mama Joyce. No, ma'am. You know better than that. And I'm sure that's not making Kandi happy. Kandi is your child. Come on now. Stop going in on that lady husband.
And Kandi got enough stress. I mean, she's battling Marlo, Latasha Scott. Did you watch the SWV show?
Yes, I did.
She's going against them. She's going against Jason Lee, Tamar Braxton. She doesn't need her own family. She doesn't need the infighting in her own family.
Yeah. But Mama Joyce, she's been doing this since Kandi got with Todd. Like, what more
It's
does
a
he need to
little.
do? Like, what has Todd done to you? What has he done to you? You still get all the amenities of Kandi. So I don't understand. I don't understand it.
Yes, I totally agree. Let's see. I think that's all. Do you want to talk about some music stuff before we get off?
Sure. You know I love music.
Thoughts on Doja Cat? Are we feeling Doja?
Doja. Okay, so let me tell y'all something. When Planet Her dropped, that's the only thing I listened to for like 5 months.
Same.
I love Planet Her, and then I don't know, like something happened. She went bald.
Top 3 female rappers.
Top 3?
Top 3.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, Nicki Minaj is number 1, of course. Nicki Minaj. Doja Cat would have to be my second. And
wait, they say Doja Cat not a rapper.
What is she?
Pop star, singer.
She's a rapper. If Uzi is a rapper, Doja Cat is a rapper.
Period.
Because they're honestly, I wouldn't say they're the same, but I feel like they're similar. So, oh my gosh. I can't give 3. Can I give 2?
3. You don't have a third?
Okay. Top 3 for me, Nicki, Doja, Doechii.
Okay. I don't listen to her.
Doechii is so good. Oh my gosh. Like, she's doing it for the brown skin girls. And an honorable mention would be Flo Milli. I love to see brown skin girls do it. So yeah, those would have to be my tops right now.
Nicki, Doja, Azealia.
Okay, period. We stand a brown skin girl.
Okay, but I believe Doja Cat has a new song coming out this Friday. I'm super excited. Are you excited?
Okay, I am excited because I heard that. Actually, I didn't hear it. I heard 2 lines of that Kill Bill remix. I didn't know if that was real or fake, so I just
real.
Didn't know.
It's real.
Okay, it's no.
Damn.
Maybe I need to listen to it. I only heard like 2 lines, and I was like, "Girl, what is this?"
But okay, speaking of Nicki Minaj and the girls, so we had Pound Town, the remix, Big Red, Sexy Red. Is that her name?
Yeah. Yes.
And then which one? Sexy Red.
Yeah, that's her name.
And then we also had Put It on the Floor, Lotto featuring Cardi B, which debuted on the charts at number 13. Who you got?
You already know where I'm at. I'm wherever the queen is. I'm wherever the queen is. I love
Kiara. That song is trash.
That's not. It's such a summer bop. It's such a summer bop. I'm out of town, thugging with my rounds. That's such a summer bop. I love it.
She sounds slow.
Don't do her.
Sorry.
Well, okay, I will say this. I'm pretty sure Pound Town was a freestyle. So I think she was just being silly and goofy and just saying stuff. She actually has other music that is really good. So just look into her catalog.
So you don't like to Put It on the Floor? What you got against Cardi B? And Lotto, what do you have against those girls?
Did they come for the queen?
Did the queen come for them?
Both of them. Did they both come for her?
Did the queen come for them?
Not first. They came after her. Why are you recording the queen and then putting it on Instagram?
Why is Nicki Minaj arguing with someone that's a quarter of her age? Not even a half. Wait, a half? More than a half. I can't do math, but y'all know what I'm talking about. That girl is in her early 20s, her early to mid 20s. You are 40 years old, arguing with a little girl.
First of all,
and you're jealous because she's at the Grammys and you're not. You're jealous because Cardi B is winning Grammys and you're not.
Well, I mean,
she's jealous because Cardi B got a number 1 before you did. It took you 10 years. It only took her 6 months.
Well, when you have people working off of payola and you're not even writing your own raps, I'm sure it wouldn't take me a long time either. Especially when these companies are telling these girls to go ahead and diss Nicki Minaj so you can get signed. The Nicki hate train has not stopped. People still hate her. People still doing backdoor stuff, still doing shady stuff to knock her off. But nobody is touching Nicki Minaj lyrically. Let's be honest. Especially not no doggone Cardi B.
Nicki's a great artist.
her own raps.
Nicki is a great artist.
We're not gonna even do that. She
Nicki
is
is a great artist. Yeah.
she's the
You know
queen.
she has an album coming out in
I
October.
know 10/20/23 get into
Pierre,
it.
why would she announce that 7 months ahead of time?
I don't know, and I just know I love Nicki Minaj. Well, it probably won't come out till doggone 2024, but I'm gonna pray for the best.
I don't believe it because every time she said she was coming out with that documentary in 2018, we still ain't get that documentary. Every time she say she gonna be on Queen Radio at 5:00, it end up being damn near 8. She says a music video coming out Friday. We don't get it till 2 weeks later. I don't believe it.
I don't know why she announces dates because we know she's gonna be late, but I always just hope for the best. But the fact that the 15th thing is coming out is what I'm excited about. So
No, I'm excited too. Well, thank you for joining us during this hot topics.
yes, of course, always. I love being on the show.
Yes, where can the people find you?
The people can find me on Instagram at Kiki the Cupcake Girl because we outside this summer. It's summertime. I'm so excited. I'm actually about to go to the pool after this. So
Where was my invite?
Oh, you want to come?
I was going to invite you somewhere. But
Oh, where we going?
Portia, baby daddy spot.
Okay.